Hello, I'm Giles Darling and I write novels, plays and non-fiction books. In this video I talk about the ebook How Not to Write Female Characters by Lucy V. Hay, and how it's a useful tool for writers wishing to create female characters in their stories that resonate with a female audience. But first, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just a couple of clicks, it costs nothing and it's free. Also, when you've finished watching this video, please check out the rest of my channel, especially where I talk about the various books that I've written. I hope my channel encourages you to buy my books, available on Amazon, see the link below, and to read them if you haven't already done so. What's more, every so often, the ebook versions can be downloaded for free. Now let's get back to the video. The first part of the ebook, How Not to Write Female Characters, discusses why it's important to get female characters right. For example, women make up half of your audience, even in genres that in the past were considered male only, like horror, science fiction or gross-out comedy. Therefore, if you write poor female characters, for example relying on superficial descriptions like beautiful or sexy, then you're potentially alienating 50% of your audience. It also mentions the pros and cons of the strong female character trope. Gender-swapping roles, for example shoehorning female characters into male roles. Gender-swapping societies or authority systems, for example setting your story in a matriarchal environment rather than a patriarchal one. And lazy shortcuts for a female character's motivation, like a revenge backstory. The second part of the ebook discusses what not to do when writing a female character. This includes over-reliance on a traumatic past, for example the death of a child, or acting as a sounding board for other characters rather than having her own voice, and making her a positive female role model. For example, even the story's villain can be an interesting female character. The ebook also discusses female character traps in ensemble casts, limitations of the Bechdel test, and the negative effects of female role labels like wife, girlfriend or lover. What I like about the ebook is that it's short at roughly 68 pages on my version of Kindle. Therefore, it's easy to read in one go and its ideas stay fresh in your mind. In addition, it contains in a nutshell paragraphs summarising each section. This makes it easier to refer back to the ebook's contents at a later date. A minor negative, in my opinion, is that the ebook isn't available in a print version. Personally, I like taking a book from a shelf and quickly leafing through it, rather than waiting for a computer or tablet to turn on, and then for Kindle to open, often delayed further as it decides to update itself. This is my personal preference. No doubt you have your own ideas about ebooks versus printed books, and perhaps even tips for printing ebooks from Kindle, although the internet suggests this isn't a straightforward process. Finally, I'll read an excerpt from the book. This is roughly at the 35% mark, where the ebook talks about avoiding clichés, particularly around a female character's looks. Defining your female characters with a word too many writers use is bad writing and an own goal. As I have already described in this ebook, even movie audiences don't tolerate shallow kick-ass hotties anymore. Plus most actors are beautiful, so it's pretty redundant anyway. The conversation has moved on. If you define your female character by her looks in any medium, you risk people rolling their eyes and discarding your writing. Audiences and readers want more nuanced female characters, so it's up to us to write them. A popular paragraph with other readers of this ebook. In summary, I think that How Not to Write Female Characters by Lucy V. Hay is a very useful ebook that can quickly help you write better female characters who will engage more with a female audience. Please feel free to add your own thoughts or experiences of this ebook in the comments section below. Before you go, please don't forget to like and subscribe this video on my YouTube channel, and to buy and read my books, available on Amazon, see the link below, if you haven't already done so. Thanks for watching. Toodle pip.